There's a famous quote, I wish I could remember who said it. I think it's one of the street photographers who said, "I take photos because I want to see what things look like in photos." My nature is to be an explorer and seeker. I couldn't tell you when I got my first camera. I'm pretty sure I got a Pentax film camera in high school, but I've been shooting since I was very young, and it's just part of my nature. I mean, it's like breathing to me. I'm sure you feel the same way.
I didn't pick up a camera until I was in my late 20s, early 30s.
I'm just constantly taking photos because that's the way I experience the world. I kind of have to see the world reflected back to me to understand what the heck's going on in many different aspects. I feel like it's a way for me to deal with the world, understand the world, explore the world, and be creative.
When I first got out of school, in 2005, I graduated, and that's kind of when I started to really push doing landscapes, which is the first thing I did. I was struggling because my subject matter was Eastern Washington, which is a 4-hour drive one way just to get to where I want to shoot. So to drive a long day, and that's the only place that I was shooting images, was frustrating. So I've recently changed to shooting botanical things. We're in Seattle, where I can just leave my house and walk around my neighborhood and do that. So I don't shoot that much on a regular basis.
Well, I want to take pictures of everything everywhere. And one of the things, particularly with this exhibit out here, is it's an analogy for me, and the subject matter of this exhibit is this cultural photography that I do. And I find that, I love to travel, but I think there's such a rich culture and heritage right here in the area, just like the botanicals in your neighborhood. You really don't have to go far if you're a curious person or a creative person to find subject matter that engages you and you create incredible imagery. And even in the processing, there's so many decisions you make, even the cropping. Mm-hmm. If you crop a photo, you can end up with a completely different composition than you originally shot in, right? You're laughing.
I'm laughing because I don't have to deal with that for two reasons. I shoot with film.
Okay.
On one hand, it slows me down. I'm very careful about which image I'm going to take. If I'm out shooting landscapes, I'll shoot maybe 3 images of it to try it from different angles, but it's always the first one that works. And the other, my film is square, so I don't usually crop. I've been working with the same camera and the same fixed wide-angle lens for over 15 years. So I get away with because of those 2 reasons, which is partly why I'm scared of moving into the digital world, because you can take so many pictures. Which one do you choose? There's just too much information. So
yeah.
I'm kind of glad I have that limitation.
Yeah. Well, this was an interesting process for me, particularly this collaborative piece, because we decided we're going to do squares.
Yep.
Now, I didn't I didn't realize you had the good end of the deal, because
right.
I had to crop my photos.
Yep.
And that was a whole nother layer of okay, which part of this photo am I going to select?
Yep.
And
it's hard to make that decision.
You put me through trials and tribulations for this.
I'm sorry, but I'm sure the end result will be good. Let's find out.
Yeah, no, I think that's all for me, part of that creative exploration. Everything is, from the beginning to the end, an act of creativity.
Yep.
Centennial Center Gallery is located at 400 West Gowe Street, next to Kent City Hall. Sponsored by Kent Arts Commission.